Well, let's bit them in the bum. Let's begin. Well, of course, it seems like celebrities and people like that do get much more lesser punishments than I'm guessing the rest of us would do if we broke the law. And recently, of course, we had Labour saying that there's too many prisoners for the prisons. And from what I remember, their brilliant idea was, instead of building more prisons, they'll potentially just release them early. So if anything, common sense, I guess, is just flown out of the window, eh? We'll just make a mockery of the whole thing, kinda like this guy here. I say that because according to this article, a gangster who defrauded the taxman to build a £2.3 million Buckingham Palace-sized castle in Pakistan pays back, wait for this, just £1,700, along with, of course, the sentence he originally got, because Muhammad Sulman Khan, I wonder if it's any relation, got 4 years in jail in 2014 for a £450,000 tax fraud. Oh yeah, that's because that's just equal to the crime, isn't it? Because let's face it, it's about £112,500 for every year he was sentenced. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is much more than most people make for a year's salary at a job. So, if anything, his sentence should have been double or treble. And even then, it would still be much more than what most people make, I'm guessing. And the scam, though, was apparently exposed after cops raided his Birmingham home and found plans for a palace with the shell and roof already built for £893,000. And Khan, known as the General, which our Khan is kind of known as Bellend, isn't he? But anyway, this Khan was quizzed over a gym gun killing, told cops, or police as they're otherwise known, he was a £40,000 a year debt collector. But a probe found he was making at least £300,000 from crime. And get this, in 2016 his Khan's term was upped by 10 years when he failed to pay a £2.2 million confiscation order. The thing is though, if you think about it, couldn't they have seized his assets to at least pay back much more than the £1,700 that he's already paid? It's just absolutely ridiculous. And the quite worrying thing is though, that even though he was sentenced to 4 years in 2014, meaning that would take it up to 2018, but in 2016 he was upped by 10 years, that would take it to 2028. He was released in 2021, which is just mental, isn't it? Surely you'd like to think, wouldn't you, that he'd be on some sort of tag or something like that. Or his whereabouts would be, let's just say, would be kept a track of, eh? Because as of May, apparently, he owes £3.7 million to HM Courts and Tribunal Service, including £1.5 million interest. However, of course, his whereabouts are, well, they're unknown. So what a brilliant job they've done, releasing someone who, remember, was quizzed over a gym gun killing, so who knows what threat, if any, he might be to the public, but also, it just makes a mockery of the whole thing, doesn't it? Releasing him 7 years early, when he's only paid back a pittance of what he actually owes, which more than likely us taxpayers are going to have to cough up, I guess, eh? Either way, though, this should not have happened, and things should be put in place to make sure something like this never happens again, because what message is it sending out otherwise? And I'm guessing this isn't exactly a deterrent, is it? Especially, of course, if anyone is thinking of doing the same thing. Although, to be honest, it does make me wonder if he is, let's just say, skipped bail and fled overseas. I mean, I guess we'll never know, will we? Until he's hopefully found and then brought to justice. Proper justice this time. Although, with Labour now in charge and what they've said so far, if anything, I think they're quite soft on crime. But hopefully, I am wrong. Although, to be honest, it doesn't look like it so far, does it, eh?